Hey guys, this is your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you a new video, every missing SH Figuarts from the Dragon Ball Z series. So basically what I'm going over is every character that I believe should be getting SH Figuarts that has not gotten one yet. And just as I go through this, there's no particular order in these, and even the groupings are kind of random at times, so just be aware of that. But before we begin, make sure to check out my website, DBZSHFIGS.com, where you'll find a complete archive of every single release in the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line. So let's get started. With the most important character, of course, the farmer should include an additional rifle. I'm just kidding. We're going to start with Pikkon. So I think Pikkon is someone that's a really cool, underrated character. I think he was pretty powerful in the, I forgot what, Otherworld tournament, right? And he's just somebody that looks cool. I remember being a kid and thinking, oh, is this guy related to Piccolo or something? But no, it turns out he's just a cool, strong guy. And then I added in here the tournament announcer. So in an ideal world, I believe that the Pikkon figure should come with a little, he doesn't even have to be postable, Otherworld tournament announcer, the one with the mushroom head. I think that'd be really cool for poses and dioramas, to be honest. And then on that topic, I believe the tournament announcer from the World Martial Arts Tournament should be a figure in itself that I'd be willing to buy, honestly, if they included different head sculpts for the figure representing, you know, the different ages that he was the MC of the tournaments. I think that'd be a really cool release that I would be willing to get. But anyways, we're going to keep moving. So we have some androids up next from the Super Android 13 movie. I feel like the movie is not totally my favorite, but the characters' designs I always felt were really cool. And I feel they would look really cool as figures as well. You know, we have Android 13 as well as his final form of Super Android 13, the blue one over here. And then I feel that even these two, Android 14 and 15, they're really unique figures. Like, I would really like to have them for whatever reason. But yeah, anyways, next up, we move to some Buu Saga characters. Pui Pui, Yakon, Spopovich, and Yamu. So out of these four, I'd say that Yamu would probably be my least want. I feel like he had less of an important appearance in the saga. I think Pui Pui and Yakon, for sure we will get, you know, once they start hitting the Buu saga really hard like they have with the Frieza saga, you know, these past few years. Spopovich, I'm not sure. I want to lean towards yes. You know, the thing about 2024 was that we got releases like Kiwi, for example, and King Cold, which are not really critical, important characters. Like, these characters came out in like 1 or 2 episodes in the whole series. So they kind of gave us the confirmation that they're willing to make a figure out of any character. But yeah, I would like to see Spopovich, to be honest, along with a character that comes in a later slide here. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in any of these. Continuing the Buu saga, I would like Babidi, the King Dabura, Kid Buu, and Evo Buu. So Babidi, I feel like, should not be its own figure, you know, but at the same time, you know, with the Daima figures that we're getting, I feel like Tamashii Nations wouldn't shy away from doing that themselves, because Babidi is not that much bigger than like Daima Goku or Daima Vegeta, and they got their own figures. So in an ideal world, I would have them packaged with like a re-release of Fat Buu, or maybe this Evo Buu that I'm talking about here. So that's the Evo Buu is like the skeleton-looking brown skinny Buu, which was just like all the evil that was within the Fat Buu. And then Kid Buu, I know we got some third-party figures that look really cool, to be honest, but you know, we gotta have an official release from Tamashii Nations. I don't know what's taking them so long, but I think we're due time for it. And then Dabura, amazing design in my opinion, has connections to the Daima series that's going on right now. So I think it's like the perfect time to get him out there. You know, I want him to include like a chocolate version of him when Fat Boo turned him into chocolate. I think that'd be really cool, honestly. But yeah, let's keep moving. So here I have Base Broly from Dragon Ball Z, Paragus, Bojack, and Bojack Full Power. So we have Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also like a regular Super Saiyan Broly, like before he turns legendary, but maybe I'm not remembering correctly. But I feel like at least we should have a base Broly to go along with that legendary Broly, especially if the legendary Broly wins the re-release poll. I think that'd be cool to also release a base version of Broly. And then just to go along with those two, Paragus, I feel like, you know, he doesn't have that much of an impact, but I think he's a cool looking character. And I'm always down to get more Saiyans out here for like your Saiyan army or whatever. But, you know, just having him alongside base Broly, I feel like would be cool for like a diorama or something. And then along those lines, we have Bojack and Bojack Full Power. That's a movie that I actually really enjoyed, to be honest. It was a Gohan-centric movie, if I remember, along with like future Trunks. And also, I would want a future Trunks from that movie specifically, you know, with the sleeveless shirt and everything. I think that would be really cool, to be honest. But I didn't include it in this list because I'm okay with the Trunks that we have right now. But I'm not opposed to it. Next up, we have King Kai, Bubbles, and Gregory. So for me, King Kai would be the figure, and Gregory and Bubbles would just be add-ons in that same figure. You know, I am not vouching for them to be their own figures release. I feel like they should be included all in one package. I feel like King Kai was a really important character in the Saiyan saga. And for me, it's one of my favorite sagas, if not my favorite saga. So I would just like to have every single character involved, to be honest. Next up, Cell Saga. I do believe these ones are going to be released this year, in my opinion, 2025. Let's see if I'm right. But the fact that we don't have second form Cell yet, for some reason, it's kind of crazy for a line that started in 2009. You know, and then I would like a Cell Jr. However, the issue is I don't think they would put a Cell Jr. with second form Cell. So along the way, they should release a brand new perfect form Cell as well. I didn't include them here because we technically already do have a few perfect form Cells, but I would also like a brand new perfect form Cell that includes a Cell Jr. with him. I think that'd be really cool. And then we move on to Chi-Chi, Bulma, Goten, and Trunks, specifically the kid versions. So with Chi-Chi, we do have a kid version of Chi-Chi, but it's beyond me that we don't have an adult version of Chi-Chi. You know, for me, this representation you see on the screen right now is like iconic version of Chi-Chi for me. I would also like to see like Chi-Chi from the end of Dragon Ball, the original series. I think that one would be really cool. And then Bulma, we actually do have a lot of Bulma figures. However, they're all when she was young, except for the Namek Saga Bulma. So I want to see a new Bulma because you can never have enough Bulma, right? Representing like the beginning of Dragon Ball Z or even like towards the Buu Saga. I just want to have as many iterations as possible, you know. And then Kid Goten and Kid Trunks, again, a line that started in 2009. How we don't have these two yet, I will never know. You know, I believe they're going to come separate. As much as I would want them to be like in the same package, they won't, you know. Daima Figures already set the standard for these, but I just hope that they each come with their base head as well as a Super Saiyan head. And Super Saiyan 2 is kind of the same thing with Super Saiyan. There's not much they could do there except add like lightning or something. But yeah, I think those would be really cool. And then I have Dende and Nail here, so some Namekians. And now I know, before you correct me, I know Dende technically got a figure with Purunga, But I don't know. I just felt like they could have done more with the figure. It had very limited articulation. Not that you need so much articulation with Dende, but I mean, he's kind of an important character, right? He's the protector of Earth now. So if they don't want to redo a young Dende because they feel Purunga's, the one included with Purunga's enough, then I would like to see an older Dende like the one on the right here. And then, of course, we got Nail from the Frieza saga. He merged with Piccolo. He was a really cool character, in my opinion. Made a big impression for the small amount of screen time he got. The fact that he was able to stand up to, these aliens that came to attack his world. He was willing to lay his life on the line for Namek. So, and I also think the design is really cool, Next up, we have two versions of Goku here. Yard Rat Goku. I know that's one of the most requested figures in the community. Everyone just loves the fit. I love it too. I want to see it. Base form, Super Saiyan. Please include them all in one package. We also have Orange Jacket Goku. So for me, one of the best outfits in my opinion. I just think it looks really cool, to be honest. I just want to see it. Maybe it's not like a critical figure to release, but I want to see it one day. And then we have Uub from the end of the Buu saga, from the end of Dragon Ball Z in general. I think it'd be a really nice figure to have. I know it'll be a different figure than when we eventually get an Uub figure from GT. But yeah, I think he deserves his own figure. Next up, he deserved his own slide himself, Future Gohan. Now, I know he's the #1 requested figure in the whole S.H.Figuarts line. Just an incredible character, incredible design, aura personified. Everybody wants this. Please include base head, Super Saiyan head. Just do it. Just do it. Please just do it, Tamashii Nations. Already, just do it. Next up, we have Final Form Janemba. For me, honestly, I probably got to say the coolest villain in the original Dragon Ball Z films. And I know that's going against Broly, but I don't know. Something about Janemba just looks cool. I love the design. I love the purple with the red. I just need it, right? If they could do something with how, in the movie he has transportation and then it has like a bunch of color gradients and stuff. If they could do something with that in figure form, that'll be a 10 out of 10 for me. But anyways, we also have two versions of Evil Buu. We have Buu Tanks and Buuhan. I know there's also one where he absorbed Piccolo and he gets like the cape and stuff, but I'm okay without that one. I wish they would have just included it with the original release of Evil Buu, but these ones I feel like are way more iconic. His battles with Gotenks, iconic battle. His battles with Gohan, also iconic battle. I want to see these. You let me know. And then also from the Buu saga, we have Supreme Kai, Kivito Kai, and Old Kai. So technically, we will have a Supreme Kai release, but it's from the Diamond series, and he's gonna be small because he's a kid. So I wouldn't really count it as such. I feel like he deserves his own release. The other three, I'm iffy on. I'm okay if they don't release them, but I'm pretty sure they will. Kibito, one of my favorite scenes in all of Dragon Ball Z is when Davura, he just pops up out of nowhere and just attacks Kibito. That was a crazy scene. And then Kibito Kai, honestly, I don't have much memories of him for whatever reason. Old Kai, I remember him being funny / annoying. He came out of the sword once it was broken. I thought that was funny. But yeah, like I said, Supreme Kai, someone I really want to see. The other three, I'm okay. Now these, I want to see them all, Nostalgia, original Dragon Ball Z, original Dragon Ball in general. I want to see Yajirobe and Korin packaged in one, Figuarts release, because Korin shouldn't have his own. But and then okay, I know Yajirobe technically is in the line with the Grade 8 Vegeta, but I don't count that. That's an even worse representation than the Dende and Purunga. So I feel like he deserves his own release. They could even make him like a Dragon Ball Z release as well as an OG Dragon Ball release all in one. Include a fish there, include a Dragon Ball key necklace, I believe he had, and then the sword, of course, and include Korin and his cane, and that's good. I want that. And then the next two, Mr. Popo and Kami, I know they're kind of big themselves, so they're probably going to be their own releases, but I would really want to see them anyways. Mr. Popo, I feel like it'd be cool if they included his magic carpet. That'd be really cool. And then Kami, if they want to include like a little throne for him, that'd be cool as well. But just him with his cane, I think is cool enough. And then continuing with the Buu Saga, as you can tell, a lot of figures have not been released from the Buu Saga because they haven't really touched it that much. But I'd like to see Krillin from the Buu Saga. I'd like to see Tien. I'd like to see Jamsha. And then I know I didn't name them, but included with these, I'd love to see Puar and Oolong be represented. I don't think they've been represented yet. So I think the Krillin fit is kind of goofy, but also slightly iconic, I guess, with hair. Jamsha, I'm okay if they skip out on Jamsha, but if I want a Puar, he'll most likely have to come with Jamsha, so I guess I'll take it. And then, if you know me, I'm a big fan of Tien, so I specifically remember this moment of Tien when he came to help Gohan fight Ibobu. Amazing, just solidified, cemented my love for Tien. And then we have here Garlic Jr. Final Form, Lord Slug, and Tapion. So Garlic Jr., for me personally, I always found him boring, in my opinion. I thought, when I was a kid watching Dragon Ball Z, I thought Garlic Jr. was just Pilaf for whatever reason. As I got older, I realized they're different characters, but I feel like I don't want a small version of Garlic Jr. If anything, I just want the final form, the big buff form. And then Lord Slug, I think he's a really cool looking character. I would like a regular Lord Slug and a giant Lord Slug, but I don't know the capabilities of Tamashii Nations of making that. I don't know if they'll sell enough Lord Slugs to justify making such a big figure. And then Tapion, to be honest, underrated character. I felt like that movie, Wrath of Dragon, I believe, was really good, to be honest. It's one that I usually go back and watch. I like how they tried to connect Tapion's story with how Trunks got his sword. That was really cool. And yeah, I just feel like he's cool. He should include everything you see here, his sword and his, I forgot what kind of musical instrument that is, but include that as well. And yeah, I would like to see that. And then these ones, I'm also a really, really big fan of Gohan, and by default, a big fan of Videl. So with Gohan, I'd honestly like to see all these three outfits you're seeing on the screen. I will buy as many Gohans as they release. I feel like his high school fit was cool. His once he was training with the sword with Supreme Kai, that was cool. And then his all black, like unitard kind of thing, really cool. If they go that way, I want base form, Super Saiyan form with all of these, And then Videl, another one that I'm still shocked to this day, has not received one figure yet. It's crazy to me. But yeah, I'd love to see the high school version specifically, but if they include both the high school version and the short hair version, I guess she's still in high school, but the short hair version as well, I would buy all of these. I'd buy all 5 of these in a heartbeat. And then last but not least, I want a Vegeta from the Buu Saga. So I know we have Majin Vegeta, and if I'm recalling correctly, there's no base form, like standard Vegeta from the Boost Saga yet. They're all been like Majin Vegeta or like Super Saiyan. So I really want one that's just base. And then alongside that, his dad should probably get a figure, in my opinion. You know, we have Bardock. I'd love to have like a diorama with Bardock and King Vegeta looking over, you know, Goku and Vegeta. I think that'd be really cool. I would like that. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much every figure from Dragon Ball Z that I still want to see receive an SH Figuarts. But if I missed anybody that you want to see, leave it in the comments below. Let's keep building on the list. Let's make Tamashii Nation's job easier. Like, just watch this, just look at the comments, and you'll see what everybody wants, okay? So yeah, anyways, I hope you have a really nice day, and thanks for watching.